We're out here on our second full day with New Zealand horn and antler safaris out here on the South Island, and we're getting our gear ready. We've got our first client coming in tomorrow, and for me, it's being able to look at everything, get it organized, and figure out what I'm gonna take each day and how I'm gonna take it in my pack. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. I get questions all the time. What's the perfect lens for each situation? Or what's the perfect body for each situation? Every scenario has a different setting and a different need. Sometimes we're looking at prime lenses, sometimes we're looking at long lenses. It all depends. So to answer that question of what is the perfect lens or what is the perfect camera, it can't be answered. It is based on the scenario. That's something at the film school that I teach and I try to get across to people is there's a time and a place for a wide angle, there's a time and a place for a prime. Same with slow motion or stabilization, monopod or a gimbal or a tripod. It doesn't really matter, but we gotta have the stuff that we have to have. In the outdoor industry, I sometimes get worn out by every post being about gear. For us as filmmakers, there's just things that we have to have. Have to have a good supply of batteries. We need SD cards. Have to have good audio, lav mics. JR and I are both prepared to stand alone, but also feed off each other with gear. So for myself, being able to look over all this, there really is nothing that I can give up. Yeah, obviously, I didn't have something or one thing or another. I could make it, but this is my full set. If something was lost, I would replace it. First client, rifle hunt. So being myself, I'm gonna be packing 2 cameras at all times, a long lens with a mirrorless, another mirrorless A7S II. That'll be my main camera. I'm gonna be running up on a monopod tripod setup, probably with the gimbal in my bag, also taking the DJI Mavic Pro with me at all times. I have got 7 battery packs, this one being a 13,000 MAU. These things can keep us going all day on our cameras and our gear. It's just little things too. Lens pins, lens cloths, the same knife that I've had for 5 or 6 years. Sunglasses, I cannot see without them. For myself, I stare at the screen too much. So what that's done, my eyes take a long time to adjust and they've been damaged a little bit. It's imperative for me to be able to get my binos up when the hunter or the guide tells me where the critter is. First thing that always comes out of my mouth is, how far is he? Gives me a chance to say 200 yards. I know how far 200 yards is, let me find him. My eyes have been primed to look at that screen over and over. Being overseas, guys sometimes say, well, how do you charge your batteries and stuff like that? And for us, we're doing a 220 to a 110 step down here, and JR and I both packing those with us. Being on the road out here, life doesn't stop back home. We've got to be able to take our clients' work with us, and that's exactly what we've done. Having 15, 20 hard drives with us, being able to stay connected and keep the train going down the track. As we adventure here in New Zealand, I think everybody will get a glimpse of what we're up to and what gear we use. And if there's anybody that might find interest in our gear, it can all be found on our Amazon list. And when you buy off our list, it charges you nothing more, nothing less than you would have paid before, but at the same time supports us with a small percentage coming back. It's pretty cool that we get to show off through Amazon what we use, and the people out there have access through social media, email, text to ask us, hey man, where do you get this? It happens every day. We shoot them our list and they get access to what we use. I get to now film for the next 50 days and make content that is our own. We get to own it, plus to promote people that we care about. New Zealand horn and antler safaris, Jenny, Craig, Malcom, and Hunter are people that I care about. I want them to succeed. Being a cameraman, We're not supposed to have emotion or ego or anything. It's just capture the shot. And that's one thing I prided myself on. The people out there who I'm filming, they can have the ebbs and flows. I plan on just staying level. But one thing that keeps my mind sane is keeping my batteries charged, keeping my cameras dry, take care of myself. And if I've learned anything, no matter who I'm catering to, no matter who I'm trying to build a story for, I still have one responsibility that trumps them all. And that's taking care of myself, taking care of my temple. Because the moment that that breaks down and I have not done that, it's all for none. It's all for nothing. The client's work declines, shots get missed, I get sick. So, just like last year, I plan to go to bed early and get up early. Plan to make the most of each of my days. I believe that we all deserve quality of life. We all deserve a fulfillment. But the bad thing is, we are all just a product of our scars. So one thing that I work to do is to share my tools. I'm not trying to push an agenda. It's just helping people take care of themselves and stay level. I don't know. That's all. Fuck it.